Now we're gonna play one draw Klondike. This is the solitaire of all solitaires. And it's pretty fun and action packed. So just because it's very common, maybe it could get overlooked. People might get bored of it. I've gotten bored of it because I played it so much, but it is action packed and it is one of the most fun solitaires, if not the most fun. If I had to pick a favorite, this would probably be it. It is. You saw how action-packed the previous one was, and this one's gonna be even more action-packed because it's even harder than the thumb and pouch. So the main difference here is that when you have a space here, the space, you could only fill it with a king. And the other difference is you can't put any suit on any other suit. It has to be the opposite color. Other than that, this is pretty much the same game. So let's play the board first. Do we have a 3? We do. Do we have a 2? Do we have a 4? If you play with this strategy, you could win quite a lot. I've won this game plenty of times. Do we have an 8? No. Do we have a 9? We do, but it's the same color, so we can't. Oh, we do have this 9 though. Do we have an 8? Yes. Do we have a 7? No. Do we have a 2? No. Do we have a 5? We do, but it's the same color, so we can't put that there. Do we have an 8? We do, but it's taken. And now we play the board. Now we're done playing the board, and now we go here. We can't use that. Can't use that. Goes there, goes there. We don't have any kings, so if you try to put something there, it'll return it to your hand. I like using Yu-Gi-Oh terminology. All right. Nothing yet. Nine. 8. We could do that. Oh, we can't. In thumb and pouch, you would be able to put that there, then put the red 10 on it. But we're in Klondike, so nope. Nope. Nothing. We could do that. In this game, you do want to put cards up there as soon as you can because it's... And how many turnovers do you have? There's no limit to the number of times you can go through the stock. Sweet. But since you have less moves in this game, you do want to move stuff up here. You don't necessarily want to hold off on cards. Although when you are winning, like on the final run, then you can hold off on cards. Just to make everything more neat. So we could put that king there. You might want to look ahead. The closest thing to a king we have is this, which is an even number. Yeah, and the king is an odd number. So you can start looking ahead. If we get a red queen, then a black jack, then we will be able to put that there. If it was a red king, you might want to skip that move, because it'll be a while before you get to use it. But since it does fit with our prediction, let's move that there. Crickets, crickets, crickets. In this game, you do get you go through phases where you have no moves for a while, and you just gotta wait patiently. Crickets, crickets, crickets. Actually, we could use that. Now, before we turn the card over, before we turn the deck over and go through it again, I like to make sure I didn't miss any moves. So I go, do we have a queen? No. Do we have a four? No. Do we have an eight? No. Do we have a seven? No. Ace? No. Two? No. Seven? No. All right. And then I also like to, oh, to see I did miss a move. You want to look up there too. And we could go there. So it's, yeah, so one part of my strategy is, yeah, to make sure before you go through that deck again, make sure you didn't miss any moves. And I'm sure that's part of anybody's strategy. Well, I think most people would probably just constantly be checking to make sure there's no moves missed. But when you run out of cards, is a good, like, a good moments to step back and look before going through the deck again. Yeah. And that's just something that I kind of do. I'm sure other people do that too. Crickets, crickets. Ooh, see? Our prediction worked. I kind of came up with all these little strategies on my own. I never really see other people play, so I'm not sure what other people do. But I'm sure they think a lot of the same stuff. It's pretty straightforward. Let's see. Crickets. I just had to take a drink of my Monster energy drink while it's still cold, before it got warm. Okay, let's see. See, it is overwhelming to look at this much stuff at once. If you play this game a lot of times back to back, you will feel your brain start to get fatigued. And there was a time when I was obsessed with solitaire, and so I wanted to play over and over and again. And by the end of it, my brain was so tired that it literally hurt to look at all the cards on the field. Damn. I might lose. Is that game? Okay, let's play bingo. It's 7 no, 4 no, 8 no, 3 no, 2 no, 3 no, 8, 7 no. 2s no, 4s no, 2s no, 4s no. I think I lost. Okay. Klondike. This game is a lot harder than I remember, but it is very winnable. Let's play bingo. Do we have a 9? Do we have an 8? No. Do we have a queen? No. Do we have a 6? No. That goes up there. Do we have, well, we already checked for queens. I might as well keep going to the right. Do we have, so in both this game and Thumb and Pouch, you could move entire stacks. So if I put a jack there, I could, even though it's the jack is weighing down the queen, we could still always put it there. But let's just keep going to the right and then come back to the king. Do we have a jack? No. Do we have a 7? Yes. Do we have a 6? No. Do we have a queen? No, not a black one. Do we have an ace? No. Do we have an 8? We do have an 8. Do we have a 6? Nope, not a black one. Do we have a queen? Yes. Do we have a jack? No. Do we have a 6? Yes, we do. Do we have a 5? We do have a 5. Do we have a 4? See, this is a really cool strategy because it just, the game, it's almost like the game plays itself until you run out of moves. 4? No. Do we have an ace? Do we have a queen? Do we have an ace? Actually, these two we could put up there, unlock a couple cards. Dude, I haven't even made one move with the stock yet. Has all been the board. Do we have a 6? No. Do we have a jack? No. Do we have a 4? No. Do we have a 4? No. Do we have a queen? No. Do we have a 7? No. Now, we only have one move to put there, which is the king. Oh, we could also use this king. Now, in an advanced game, like I've lost twice already, you might want to take advantage of the undo button. What's behind this is a 3, which we can't necessarily use. We hit the undo button, and we go here, the 10. We can't really use that either. It's perfectly legal to look ahead, like to look at what's underneath that with the undo button. So I'll use this king because there's only one card behind it, so the chances of me having another hole soon is high. But some people don't like that. They want this king to unlock more and more cards. So it all depends on how you like to play. I like the spaces, aka the holes. So let's do that. Especially if you have another king there that you know is gonna go into that slot. And that's it for the board, I think. No 6s, no 2s, no 4s, no jacks, no 4s, no queens, no 7s. Let's put that there. That's the first move that wasn't from the board so far. It was from the stock. That is called a stock, right? I'm rusty to this. Yeah, that is called a stock. You can tell on the top left, it shows you what each thing is called. Okay. Yeah, I had gotten burned out on solitaire, so I haven't played in a while. Like I said, I don't know if it was in this video or the previous one, but I played until my brain hurt from fatigue. All right. That's how obsessed I was with solitaire. Nothing. We could do that. Nothing. Oh. Yeah, to balance going quickly and not missing moves. It is quite the balancing act. Nothing. Oh. There we go. Now we get to move that king over. This game is looking promising. It's more action-packed than my other attempts. That can go there. That can go there. That can go there. Cool. We almost flipped all the cards over that were face down on the field in defense mode. And actually, they're face down in attack mode. Anybody who doesn't play Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't know what I'm talking about. I'm just joking around using Yu-Gi-Oh terminology. Okay, crickets, crickets. Making sure I didn't miss any moves. Oh, well, we got that move. And now we can keep going. Once again, only kings can go here, so that hole, I cannot use it. Should I move that too? In Klondike, I don't normally move this two unless I see another red two. Like if this two of spades wasn't there and it came out here on, then I would move that over to bring the two down. But other than that, I know this two isn't gonna be, there's gonna be no point to moving this two up there yet. So I just skip that move and keep going and try to make my 4 king chains. Nothing yet. In terms of the board, I can't move anything yet. 10 crickets. Another 10. I hit the undo button to make sure I'm not to make sure my mind's not playing tricks on me. I really did see 2 red 10s in a row. Okay, that can go there. That can go there. This can go there, but I don't really need to do that. The only time I would need to do that is if I see another red 3, so I can move this there to make room for it, or if I need to get to that 4 and I need that 3 out of the way. But until that move comes, I don't worry about moving cards to the top. In this case, I think I will move that 3 so that I can remove that 4. Especially on a game that only lets you go through these cards a certain number of times. Some games will only let you go through it once, sometimes 3 times. Then you definitely want to get rid of those cards while you can. Ten. In this game, you could go an unlimited number of times, so it wasn't that necessary to do it, but I don't know. I just go. I also go by how I feel. Sometimes you just feel like something's a good move. And in other words, I don't try to overthink it. If I want to do that at the time, then I'll do it. And if I don't, then I don't. Otherwise, the overthinking kind of overpowers your brain. And in my opinion, these games aren't supposed to be overpowering your brain like that. That's why the very hard games like Four Suit Spider, I kind of hate, because these are supposed to be like games that like relax your brain, not freaking crush it. This is supposed to be like an escape, like if you get off work and you want to chill and put some music on. It's not supposed to be like a war with your own brain. Okay, that's my rant about difficult solitaire games. Okay, let's see. We might actually win this one. we could move this over. It doesn't really change the outcome of the game. It's just to have a longer chain here. And then it makes your progress easier to see. I already said that in the previous in thumb and pouch, but just to reiterate, that definitely, because there's a lot going on in these games, so when you can make something nice and neat like that, it helps a lot. It helps to not overpower your brain. That goes there. We need a red 8 so that we can unlock that final card. I said red 8 and I got a red 8. Sweet. It's like Yugi when he believes in the heart of the cards and then he gets what he needs. And yeah, once you have those 4 king chains all the way down as far as they can go, means you win. Because now you can go, let's do the 2s. 2s are done. Let's do the 3s. 3s are done. Let's do the 4s. Then the 5s. Then the 6s, etc. I like to pretend like I'm playing with a real deck and do a few of them by myself and then click the auto-complete button. So yeah, this is a very winnable game. This was only my 3rd attempt at Klondike and I won.